Neji, one of my top 5 favourite characters in Naruto in the start, then in Shippuden he kind of fell off, but he's one of the few people that became Jonin at such a young age. I guess I liked his message in some aspects regarding destiny and his Hyuga clan heritage. It was really fleshed out. What I mean is he was kind of used as a character to inform us of the Hyuga history, their techniques and the curse mark seals the clan suffers from, which was interesting as it contrasted with Naruto's ideals as a lot in some ways in which your destiny can be crafted yourself. So why did Neji die? Out of the vast array of characters showcased in this anime, it's actually mind-boggling to assume that every character can get a backstory and be fleshed out. Kishimoto did try his best with over 100 characters being introduced to everyone from every single village. It sounds more difficult than it looks. Obviously some characters received more arcs than others because it required it or it made sense to. I mean, quoting Kishimoto himself in one of his interviews, he explained that one of the reasons he wanted to create a World War arc was so he can develop and showcase all of his characters a bit more, show more fight scenes with different styles and jutsus, and make it an epic battle between all nations. However, due to the circumstances and a few talks with studios, timing and his bosses, he did display some disappointment in how things turned out in the way it did in the final arc. So out of everyone, why was Neji chosen? Anyone else could have made sense. We never even got to see Neji and Lee fight, despite it being reiterated many times in the show as rivals. We didn't even get a huge reaction from the characters as much as others got, such as Guy Sensei or Gaara being assumed dead. Why didn't Sai, Ino, Choji or anyone else be chosen? Kobayashi asked this question to Kishimoto himself, and he explains that it was because he decided to make Hinata into the lead heroine of the show a while back. That's why all other female characters took a step back. He wanted to use Neji's death as a plot device to bring Naruto and Hinata together to help further push on their feelings, love and understanding of one another. He went on to explain that although this already did occur previously against Pain, in which Hinata saves Naruto, but he wanted to create another opening for Naruto as a character to consciously realize that she has been by his side since the beginning and thank her for that. So in the end, he wanted to use Neji's death to accomplish this goal, in which Neji would sort of take on the role of Cupid for the two, in Kishimoto's own words. He also goes on to explain that the time in which he was thinking for a name for their son, the name Bolt aka Boruto, which has a similar meaning to Neji, which means screw. So as a homage to his uncle who brought their parents together, he believed it fits. Kishimoto further describes his feelings for including scenes of Neji in Boruto, and in the manga in the future, which he actually did. If you guys can remember, in the Kage summit, Himawari accompanied Hinata to visit Neji's grave and gave him sunflowers, and then Himawari, she says she would like to visit him again with Boruto to pay respect. Hopefully I pronounced her name right, I don't know. So out of everyone that could have been chosen, not many characters would have had the same impact as Neji. Rock Lee would have, or Guy, or Shikamaru, or Gaara, because somehow these characters are the most popular and loved by the fanbase, which surprised the writers themselves. It showcased the fact that Neji was able to choose his own death, just like his father, and freed him from his clan's curse seal. It paid homage to the Chunin exam days, in which Neji would complain about his destiny and seal and later find out that his dad chose his own death, and he gets to as well now. He saw it as a chance to protect his loved ones and family and the people in the war. Neji was a person that was a realist. I mean, one of the reasons I loved him as a character was his concept of destiny and his view of the world in some aspects, in which in the Chunin exams he spilled real shit when talking about the world on how it values someone, and frankly, we unfortunately do live in a shallow, judgmental and materialistic world in today's age. He kinda reflected the crude reality and aspects of our world. Neji was a nihilistic and viewed his life as meaningless in the start because he was cursed from the beginning, just like Gaara. Everything in his life was already decided for him. Neji's death made sense because not only for its impact on Naruto, the fans, but himself as well. It made sense for his character, but I do feel as though it should have been more dramatic and heartfelt and a better attack to kill him off. Rock Lee did cry his eyes out, but I guess that counts as reacting. Guy has been in war before, he knows that it's just a part of it that people die, so I can see him not crying as bad as Lee did. 10-10 was kinda seen as more sad because Lee was sad and was crying. Lastly, Neji's character development was pretty much over at this point of the show, which was disappointing to me because he was in my top 5 favorite characters. In the end, he protected the main branch, he realized you can change your fate and shape your destiny to what it could be. Kishimoto had to kill off a character, it was as simple as that. In terms of the romance aspect of Naruto and Hinata, it was decided from the beginning by Kishimoto that Naruto was special and he wasn't intending for him to be with Sakura from the start. Quoting himself, he says, "How did you plan the relationships of Sakura or Naruto?" Kishimoto says that he wasn't very conscious of it. "I thought I would leave the course of it up to them. I wrote it while wondering if Sasuke and Sakura would get together and how it would be. I didn't write Sakura in the position of heroine. Naruto was special because he was the main character, but all other characters were equal, regardless of who were the main or side characters. The characters would decide based on how it would work in the story. But along the way, I thought that Naruto and Sakura were different. I somehow decided their romance at a pretty early phase." So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Tell me what your favorite Neji scene was, or what was your opinion of him. I personally liked him a lot, and I hope someone is like him in Boruto with his powers. That would be kinda sick to see, like someone with gentle fist and stuff. Please smash the like button for more content as always, and join us for the next video, and follow us on social media to keep up with us, and we see you guys next time.